You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Prak Sokhonn, delivered the 23rd ASEAN Lecture ASEAN Chairmanship 2022 via video conference on Monday at the invitation of ISEAS Yusof Ishak Institute in Singapore. During the lecture, the foreign minister spoke about Cambodia's choice to steer ASEAN 2022 under the theme of ASEAN A.C.T, addressing challenges together, and emphasized the importance of ASEAN's spirit as a united family of 10. He has also answered some questions to those attending the online lecture and spoke particularly at length about the situation in Myanmar. While speaking at a lecture program hosted by the ISEAS, Yusof Ishak Institute in Singapore on Monday, Deputy Prime Minister Prak Sokhonn answered some questions regarding Myanmar and Cambodia's decision to focus on helping resolve the crisis in the country as the year's ASEAN's chair. He said that after the royal government announced Prime Minister Hun Sen would be making an official state visit to Myanmar, Cambodia has been facing certain threats, such as a recent bombing near the Cambodian embassy in Yangon and online posts of threats and insults to the royal government of Cambodia. He continued that Cambodia does not seek any political, economic, or strategic gain from its actions with Myanmar, and the kingdom is only interested in helping Myanmar rise out of civil war, tragedy, and suffering, which Cambodia has experienced in the past. The foreign minister said the situation in Myanmar is very complex, because of the country's political history, political culture, and the militant dominant role of the 70 years. He added that last year the situation in Myanmar caused concern for the region, especially ASEAN, due to the one-country humanitarian crisis, the two governments, the people's failure to comply with the guerrilla warfare orders being waged around the country, which affected regional stability. He continued that despite the many efforts of ASEAN and especially the special envoy of the chair for Myanmar, a solution to the crisis still has not come to light, hence, Cambodia is giving special focus to this issue as ASEAN chair. He stressed the need to provide humanitarian assistance to those most in need in Myanmar in connections with the 5 points consensus on Myanmar that ASEAN issued in the past, which calls for an end to the violence, the establishment of a multilateral dialogue, the coordination of ASEAN special envoys, the provision of humanitarian assistance, and the granting of special envoys to visit Myanmar. The crisis in Myanmar stems from the military coup that took place on 1 February 2021, which saw the arrest of State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, President Win Myint, and other ruling party officials by the Myanmar Armed Forces who refused to recognize the results of the November 2020 election and handed over the leadership of the country to the Commander-in-Chief of the National Army, Min Aung Hlaing. Prime Minister Hun Sen, as the chair of ASEAN in 2022, will pay a visit to Myanmar on the 7th and 8th of January to help find a solution to the ongoing crisis.